What Civil War soldiers survived using repeating rifles? Imagine standing in the middle of a battlefield where your gun can fire multiple shots without needing to stop and reload. During the American Civil War, some soldiers actually had that advantage. They used repeating rifles like the Spencer and Henry models, which changed how battles played out. These weapons could shoot several rounds in quick succession, unlike the standard muskets that needed to be reloaded after each shot. The Spencer rifle, for example, was a lever-action firearm with a magazine holding 7 metallic cartridges. It was widely used by Union cavalry units, especially in mounted infantry and fast-moving troops. Soldiers like Colonel John T. Wilder's Lightning Brigade and Brigadier General George Armstrong Custer's Michigan Brigade carried Spencers into battle. They could fire rapidly, often overwhelming Confederate forces with their higher rate of fire. The Spencer was also used at the Battle of Nashville, where Major General James H. Wilson's mounted infantry attacked Confederate positions from behind, using the rifle's firepower to their advantage. The Henry rifle was another repeating weapon used by Union troops. It fired smaller caliber cartridges and also had a lever-action mechanism with a magazine. Soldiers armed with Henry rifles could deliver a lot of firepower in a short amount of time. But despite their benefits, repeating rifles weren't used widely across the armies. They were expensive, and ammunition was limited. Military leaders also worried about soldiers wasting bullets, so they kept these weapons mainly for specialized units. The Confederates didn't use repeating rifles much because they lacked the factories to produce enough metallic cartridges. Soldiers with repeating rifles had a better chance of survival because they could keep firing longer, defend positions more effectively, and engage enemies at a faster rate. Still, these weapons didn't change the overall outcome of the war because they weren't issued to all troops. In the end, Union cavalry and mounted infantry, armed with Spencers and Henry rifles, proved that technological advances in weapons could give a tactical edge. These rifles marked a step toward modern firearms, even if they weren't the standard issue for most soldiers during the conflict.